a speaker that's going to be speaking on leadership, and he's an awesome man too. Awesome man. Look at him hollering about some nah. He trying to tell me to don't do that, but I'm gonna do what I want to do. I got this, Jack. But he's an awesome man, and he's a professional speaker. So y'all look out. I believe that he's gonna come with a dynamic word. All right. So coming to the pulpit here, pulpit now, is David Langley.
Y'all got me excited tonight. Y'all just brought the lion out of me. Roar! I know some of y'all just said, you know what, did he just roar like a lion for real? And that it all makes sense. I promise you, it all makes sense. But I want to have a little fun tonight. Can I have a little fun tonight? I'm going to take this jacket off, guys. But before I get started, I want to acknowledge all the female leaders tonight, because I know there's some dynamic, prominent female leaders in the audience. And I just want to say something. You all been holding it down for a long, long time. And for the record, if it wasn't for a lot of you, a lot of us men wouldn't be where we are or who we are today. So let's give it up. Now, my message here, I got about 10 minutes, y'all. I'm going to rush through a little bit of stuff. But my message, oh, he did 9. So a lot of things I'm not going to be able to say that I prepared for you all. But my message here today is primarily for the men, okay? Men, we got to step up our games. It's time for us to hold it down because we've been absent for a long time. Now, I don't want to call anybody out, and if anything I say doesn't apply to you, then just disregard it. But if it does, should I just put it down? But if it does, then, Okay. If it does, then take it to heart. Now, you heard me roar like a lion, right? There's a reason. Because, see, that's the lion in me. That's the leader coming out. So when I refer to a lion, I'm referring to strong male leadership. That's what it is. Now, when I mention a lion, what is a lion? Somebody help me out. What is a lion? What do you think of? King of the jungle. Now, I don't know about you all, if you all have noticed, but it's just a straight jungle out here. It's nothing but a jungle. And it's a jungle in our communities, in the hood. See, now I don't know where you all are from, but I'm from the hood. That's where I'm from. See, I'm old school. We have any old school folks here? Any old school folks? See, I remember when the jungle was just a forest. See, it's nothing like it is right now. See, we used to be alive. The neighborhoods used to be alive. Kids used to actually go outside and play. Remember that? And remember the music back then? Nothing vulgar like it is now. Remember hip, hop, but hip it to the hippity, hip, hip, but hop, you don't stop rock. Ah, you remember that? And then the neighborhood was full of lions. Each block, leaders, lions. And these leaders, they were our fathers. And see, I was friends with all of these fathers. I was the son's friends. So they had a direct impact in my life. But see, these are our leaders. And see, on my block alone, we had a fireman, a policeman, we had a PE coach, and Mr. Dixon owned the corner store. You see, these guys were the James Evans of the community. Now, how many of y'all remember Good Times? Anybody remember Good Times? Remember James Evans? Now, he was an icon. Did y'all miss that? He was an icon. He was an icon for strong male leadership. That's what he was. He was a leader. And see, I ask, where are the leaders in the community? Where did they go? Where are the James Evans of the community? Where are the lions? And you know what is sad about it? They've been replaced by cubs, young boys standing on the corner, selling drugs, getting high, making babies, spreading their seeds all over the place like wild stray dogs. And you know what? I'm really upset. I'm angry. But I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at us. I'm angry at us. Because, see, some of us are men to those young boys, but we shucked our responsibilities. See, we left them out there to stray, left them out there to defend for themselves. And you know what is sad about it? Is that they're only doing what they're programmed to do. We have an entire generation of young men that are being raised by rappers and rap videos. You see? Now, when I was an instructor at Job Corps, I used to talk to these young men. I say, son, what is it that you like about these rappers? What is it? He said, Mr. L, you know, they understand us. And two things people want to be recognized and understood. And if you can do that, you can get to them. But I can't be mad at them. We've got to go out and we got to reach them where they are. So I challenge some of the men in here. Let's formulate a group. Let's go out and let's talk to some of these young boys. Let's see what's on their minds. Let's meet them where they are. You know, maybe we can mentor a few. That's the goal. And I'm serious. How many of y'all with it? Any guys? Okay? Okay, I'll spearhead it. We can do it next Saturday. See, I'm for real about this. This is what I'm passionate about. These young men, we got to save them. We have got to save them. I don't care what. You know, leadership is just so funny. It's like a two-way street. The churches have got to get involved. I feel that every church should support the community around it. We've got a lot of leaders in the churches. Did you know it's every man's responsibility to be a leader? It's what we're supposed to do. It's our duty. But you know, a lot of us feel that we don't have what it takes to be a leader. But you know what? Even if you feel that way, you've got what it takes. You've got more than what it takes. Not only do you have what it takes to be a leader, but you have what it takes to be a great leader, because greatness is inside of each and every one of us. See, we have greatness. The only thing we have to do is just tap into it and pull it out. But see, a lot of us, we wait too long. We procrastinate. We wait, and we take all of that greatness to the grave with us. And then we have some of us, we want to wait until we become this phenomenal great leader before we do great things. No, don't wait. Do it now. Right here, right now in the Prince Community Center. Be great. Don't wait. Don't wait. Strive for greatness. You know, we've got to explain to our children what greatness is. See, our kids, they don't understand what greatness is. See, society has actually had them confusing fame for greatness, but it's a difference. You see, fame is what you get, but greatness is what you give. Now, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they were great. But Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, now they're famous. And see, fame has its place, but it's not greatness. And see, a lot of us, we have misconceptions. And a lot of us have misconceptions in terms of our leadership. See, most of us think that leaders have to be the person that's in the spotlight, the person that's holding the microphone, the person that's, you know, always seen or heard, but that's not true. Most of the leadership takes place behind the scenes. You know, it's when you orchestrate things. You know, it's when you delegate. It's when you make the phone calls. It's all of those things. It's when you follow up. It's all of those things. Leadership. But leaders have to have a vision. Not only have to have vision, you got to have faith. This entire event is basically the vision of one person. We just happened to show up at her dream called a Christmas Forum. It's amazing. Look at this building, this community center. This is the vision of one person. Just imagine how many people pass by this community center and say, you know what, I could probably turn that into a church, or I could turn that into a school. Or how many people actually came in, got the realtor to open the door and took a look at it and came in and said, you know what, the walls are all dirty, the floors all scuffed up, rooms all empty. Just think of how many people did that. But it took one special person to come in and see it for what it could be. Not for what it was, but what it could be. See, that's called having an imagination. You've got to have an imagination, a huge imagination. You've got to have it. And that's leadership. And you got to have a vision. always have a vision. You see, I have a vision. My vision is to facilitate or to gather up just an army of lions, an army of leaders to save our community. That's what we got to do. And I want to formulate all these lions from different walks of life: rich, poor, middle class. Is there still a middle class? Is it? Oh, okay, just making sure. Democrats, Republicans. And I want us to all share the same vision, on the same page, moving at the same drumbeat. You see, we've got to do it. Like R. Kelly said, players got to play, ballers got to ball. And guess what? Leaders got to lead wherever they are, wherever the need is. And right now it's in the jungle. It's down in the dungeon. We got to get our hands dirty. We got to lead. Is that my time? Okay. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.